welcome to For the Love of Making Books. This is episode 8 of the Watercolour journal, so I'm almost finished this watercolour journal. So we got to somewhere in the third signature here to add things. So I had this swatch trim on one side and I was going to put some more on that on the other side. So I'm trying to move my stuff here. So I'm basically just putting glue on the opposite side of the swatch. So this actually could be the last one, the last video I need to do for this. I think I'd already trimmed that, might need another little trim. So that's why I like the art glitter glue it. You can put it on thin and then it dries really quickly. So another envelope, sorry, to pop in. And I'm making it into a U shape. I think I'll put this one at the bottom. I don't think I put the others at the bottom. So that means I can put something behind it as well. Another little swatch. If anybody has watched, yeah, that would be wishful thinking. If anybody has watched any of the other watercolour journal episodes, you'll know that I've made a lot of use of these little swatches. And I do have room at the top of my journal to create interest. There's a tiniest little tuck, and I'm going to go through with some things to fill pockets with. So this is, I did a short on this type of embellishment. You can either put the brad through the whole page, or through the whole page, or you can just glue it on so that there's no impact on the page itself. Just adds a little bit of interest, and you can come back through and glue those down if they're not, or they're hindering your use of the watercolour journal. So I've already got 3 of those, but they're kind of lost. So I'm trying to place the 4th one. I think I'll go for somewhere like that so it matches up with that one there. Of course it's on the other side of the page. Yeah, somewhere about there. Doesn't really matter at the end of the day. They're just scattered throughout the watercolour journal. So those are just with, I think I have a paintbrush here, just with this flat paintbrush, one side dipped in one colour and one side dipped in another, and you just move it round in sort of like a pie shape. So one more of these. I did make a short on that. Those are just scrub off clean paintbrush pages. People clean them on rags and things like that. I just clean them on, I think I'm going to put the glue here. I just clean them on a book page. And then when the book page is finished, I just punch out shapes or So I'm doing this slightly differently because of this. I did that the last time too, so I'm going to quickly, just to alternate the colours. And I'll do it on the back too, and that, like, it is nice to have that tatty edge, but there's a couple others throughout the journal, so I think I've done my fair share of the tatty edge. Now this time I can just do the whole circle because there's a corresponding. So this is when art glitter glue becomes problematic. These are a lot more neutral. It's problematic because you've only got that short time to reposition it. So 3-in-1 or Fabri-Tac might be better if you're struggling with positioning. So I hope I've done my calculations correctly here. I've got enough of these. As I said, these ones are a lot more neutral, but that's okay too. It's just very light colouring on it. In fact, you mightn't even pick it up. Colouring that there is. I just can't see that. Okay, so before I sell a journal, I would go through it and check everything's well and truly adhered. So I put this scrap piece of card. I've stuck all the rest of them down, and yet that's a writing space. I might just keep that as a writing space. And then this is the final page. It's again a clean off sheet, and I've just drawn that leaf pattern on it and some marks. So I'm going to grab the corner I don't want stuck and do my L shape. I'm going to be quite generous because it's going to be quite a big pocket. And I thought I'd keep that clean off page for the back there. I did cover it to reinforce it, but it says appendix, so I thought that might be nice for the back. Right, I'm just going to go back to the beginning again and start popping some things in. I have accumulated some things that I still have to put in. So little pieces of paper, that's gold watercolour, so that's edged with gold. I have a short on those tags, although I didn't show how to do it, I just mentioned the inspiration I had for that. For this big one, I have a piece of music paper that I made into an envelope, painted a purple flower and leaves on the front. So I might pop that one in there. And try and keep myself. I don't think I have, I maybe have to come back for the belly bands. I don't have long pieces of note paper. Most of my note paper is just that size or even smaller. So I might come back for, so that's a little robin tuck spot. I did a mini notebook, have a short on that. and using the paint swatches as cutting them up into individual tabs. So let's see if this is strong enough to hold that. It doesn't really matter, you can go through and reposition stuff. I've done a short on how to use thin washi tape, and I've just taken, like, I have a box of cut-offs from dyed paper, and I just try to go through it and add thin washi tape. So I might just pop in a couple of pieces of paper there. Again, I really need to get some taller things for those. Piece of paper. I do have just a collaged revision card, index card. We call them revision cards in this country. I don't think it's because we are more academic or swat up on our exams more, but in it goes there, maybe a piece of paper too. That was one of the other ones. Another page decoration. That one went through. Oh no, I didn't. I stuck that one out. Okay, so there's a pocket here. It's just basically loading it up with, because it is a piece of music paper, so maybe opportunities to write are not so good. That's just a very simple collage notebook that I put in there. I put it in that way because I felt it was more secure, but maybe if there were other things with it, it would be okay. Again, I'm gonna have to come back. So evidently I had thought that this would be a good embellishment, so I'll just take the time to stick that on. And so the glue is sticking up, getting blocked in that little fine nozzle. So something in here, I'm not sure that would be too much. Maybe keep that one for a lower down one. A couple of pieces of paper. I had put brads through that swatch and just glued it down rather than putting it right through the paper. And this is what I mean about you'll have to go through and make it ready. Just final check. I had made this double envelope, just stuck two envelopes together and some watercoloured flowers and washi tape. So I'm wondering if that would be quite a nice thing in there with the contrast with the yellow. Forgetting that I left that aside. There's some of that thin washi tape paper. I wanted to do a flip out as well, so I actually might do it there. I've drawn or painted another. I actually mixed two colours. One of them was metallic, so just left out some tape. Just closing the door there because it's breezy today. I'm just wondering which tape I should use. Might go with the darker one. I think I've puckered it up too much. I'm just going to stick it on there, but I might just put a little bit of glue here, maybe poke underneath as well. Yeah, and it's finally blocked up again, so I'll have to use a different glue, and I've just realised this needs to be snipped off. I just want it to flip, and just to secure the washi tape because it's only a temporary tape. Maybe show a little bit of the brown at the edge. So that becomes a flip. You can put another piece of washi down that inside, but for now I'll just leave it there. That's a big pocket there. Yeah, and I meant to say that I'd covered the back of that so that you can write on it. That's just coffee dyed. Oh yeah, this was the one I thought. Oh, maybe it was the lower down one. Let's try this one. A little piece of paper. It's quite a lot of red there. Okay. Notebook's already in there. Again, I think I need some bigger pieces of paper, but for now that can do. Yeah, I need to punch out a circle or a heart. Let's just see what punches I have on the table. It's just to cover that, and I suppose to keep it stable as well. So that just keeps that. Some paper. I'll go with brown and green. Little notebook already put in there. And that's one of those collaged, simple vision card. I'll need to do some work on that. So that is old. I don't know how old that music paper is, but it came out of a second-hand shop, so, oh yeah, there's the one. I want to put that in. Put a little pen and heart shape. I think that's all I have to. Oh, there's room there. I have created this. It's a watercolour envelope. It's not the most expensive watercolour, it's wood pulp, but I folded it and made it into an envelope. And personally I like this continuous idea here. Right. So I just painted it like that, and you know, had it clipped down while I painted it, and then I opened it and finished it. So maybe that one will do in there. So I'm more or less finished. I do have a couple of more ideas. I did cut this big envelope out, and I nearly wish I had sewn it into the binding, you know, put the holes through so it could be sewn in, but I'm actually thinking of leaving it. So if you're interested in watercolour and somebody buys the journal, you can actually do a continuous piece there and then fold the envelope up. So I might just tuck that in there and leave it for the person who purchases it. Right, some more paper here. Some of these might need to be paper clipped together. Just to keep them. So I have a couple of things left. Like I'll just put some of these on as page decorations, but you don't need to see me gluing those down. And as I said, I think I need to dye more paper to put into bigger pockets. So that's more or less the end. I might just do one final finale, and then it will be put up for sale. As you can see, it's getting good and chunky, but still it lies fairly flat to write in. So thank you for watching to the end.